Well, Reds, what a win that was then. Hello, everyone. How are we? Hopefully, all of you are having a fantastic day from wherever you are around the world, and welcome back to another post-match reaction. But we're not talking about disappointment, which is a bit weird for Liverpool this season. We're actually talking about the Reds actually being really good at football, which was absolutely brilliant to watch. Yes, Liverpool have beaten Rangers by 2-0. Could have been more, should have been more. But look, at the end of the day, I will happily take a 2-0 win, and a very comfortable 2-0 win as well, I will say as well. And also as well to the Rangers fans, shove your royal family up your arse. I think that was the best chant of the night from the Kop end as well. Anyway, but hello everyone. Hopefully all of you are on a fantastic day from wherever you are around the world. If you're new around here, then please hit that like button, please hit that subscribe button as well, and don't forget to hit the notification bell as well to remind yourself when we go live or post a video as well. But look, let's not get me wrong behind this. For me, Trent Alexander-Arnold back to his best tonight. For me, it was it's not going to be his toughest test of the season. It's not. It's not. But it's a start. When we talk about players, coming back into form and showcasing what they are about, and Trent tonight was brilliant, in my opinion. Went back to basics and practically did everything that he should be doing then, and added to it a lot more, of course, getting the goal with the free kick, which was absolutely amazing as well. Obviously, I think that's one of his first free kicks that he scored for quite some time now, I think. Thinking about it, I think maybe towards the back end of not last season, the season before, I think it was, where he scored a free kick. But again, it was just back to basics for Trent today, and look, he was brilliant. But then, not just him, of course, Jordan Henderson for me, best performance by Hendo by a country mile. Well, it is his best performance of the season so far. Darwin Núñez as well for me. The only thing that didn't happen for Darwin tonight was the goal. Everything else Darwin did brilliantly, closing down, finding space, creating space, the correct passing as well, the link-up play as well between him, Mo, and Jota at times as well was superb. And again, that goal will come hopefully on the weekend against Arsenal. But again, it's a matter of time. You can see what's been happening behind the scenes, the developmental between Darwin Núñez and this Liverpool side. And look, I thought Darwin was amazing. Again, it was only the goal that was missing in tonight's performance for Darwin. And again, it's I can't say today that anyone had a bad performance. The only person I could probably say is Ali, because he had nothing to do. And when he was called upon, I think, what was it, late on, makes two really, really good saves. And look, again, everyone tonight stood out. Even Virgil back, commanding the defence. Joel Matip looking like Joel Matip. Kostas Tsimikas as well, clearing the line off the ball off the ball off the line. And that. And look, it was just each and every single one of the players tonight. They fought with everything, and it's something we've been speaking about for a while, that reaction was needed even before this game, even before the Brighton game. A reaction was needed for this Liverpool side, and tonight we got it. We absolutely got it from minute 1 to minute 90. Everyone was fighting, and look, Rangers are an easy side. Of course, bloody hell, last year they got to the Europa League final. You don't get there by luck, but look, again, for me, obviously Liverpool just showed that they were the better team. And again, the system change did play a huge factor on that as well, and it's a very, very positive thing that maybe the fourth, I don't even know what you'd call it, 4-4-2, 4-2-3-1. I think it's more of a 4-2-3-1 than a 4-4-2, but look, I'm more than happy to have it. Look, because I think the 4-3-3 at the minute quite clearly isn't working the way Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp wanted to work. But again, the 4-2-3-1, it looks to be the most settled thing at the minute. And look, hopefully it will be used on Monday. Again, I say Monday, on the weekend, sorry. I think Sunday afternoon, I think we got Arsenal. I'm not sure on that yet. But yeah, I think it's going to help us for on Sunday. So I think, yeah, hopefully we can use it on that anyway. But let's get into your comments then, guys. Please leave a comment down below in the chat as well. Chris is hinting, evening, easy night work. Rangers wasn't threatening at all, but that's down to us doing our jobs properly. Henderson, my man of the match all day long, covering and helping Trent, which allowed us to see the best of Trent as well. Yeah, absolutely. I think the best thing tonight was the fact that the Diaz, Jota, Nunes, and Salah was told to just create and do things for one another. So them four were mainly attacking. You'd have occasionally Costas bombing forward, Trent bombing forward, but then you would have Thiago and Jordan Henderson, then both of them covering for both fullbacks as well. And I thought it worked perfectly. And again, maybe it might be kept for Arsenal. We don't know. But it will be interesting because I think it is very, very promising as well. And, of course, maybe it might be the start of, Thiago Fabinho, Thiago Henderson. You don't know, do you? Of course, Klopp has always said that Henderson's better than a 6. And today, miles better performance by Jordan Henderson as well. On to the bigger test on Sunday, the Arsenal, to see if we're actually back as well. But we're back, Chris. Bugger it. Enjoy it for at least a couple of hours anyway, mate, as well anyway. But yeah, hopefully we stick to a 4-2-3-1. I think we should. I think, look, we've been perfectly shouting it out for the last couple of weeks. 4-2-3-1 was needed for Liverpool. And again, today we did it. And look, much better performance. Got the result as well. And look, it could have been more. It could have been 3, could have been 4, could have been 5 as well for Liverpool, to be fair, as well. And also as well, a quick shout out as well to the other game in Group A as well. Napoli absolutely battering Ajax as well. Ajax, they give us a tough test. Last time at the Champions League, but Napoli battered us, battered Ajax, battered Rangers. Napoli look really, really good in the Champions League. I'm not going to lie, and yeah, it's going to be interesting. Obviously, I think that game at Anfield, if they can get a draw, then they'll win. Obviously, they'll win the group, but even still, I think they could even win the group, depending on what we do anyway. But yeah, Napoli for me look very, very good at the minute as well, and could be dark horses. I wouldn't want to play Napoli. It battered us. So I don't want to play Napoli again anytime soon anyway. But we'll take a quick look then at the stats for the game then. Obviously, everyone getting green marks, which is weird. It's unusual. Don't normally get green marks these days anyway. But yeah, 4-2-3-1. Jota in behind with Nunes as well. Obviously, Trent getting man of the match according to FootMob. Anyway, of course, James Milner as well coming on for his 300th Liverpool appearance as well. So good old Wolverine making another milestone in Liverpool kit. Anyway, but of course, Liverpool expected goals nearly over 2.5 as well. But again, 23 shots, 1 big chances as well. Accuracy passing as well, 84%. 84% out of 485 passes as well. But you look at it just from start to finish. Liverpool first half XG, second half XG, look completely dominated the game from I'd say all of the conspiracy theories before the game was Ben Davies, the legend that is Ben Davies. Let me quickly get it back up anyway. To be fair for you guys, I quickly go back up to the Rangers team. And yes, the old Liverpool legend that is Ben Davies did actually play. He's not just a model, Chris. You don't have to worry. He is alive and kicking. But yeah, he had a decent game, to be fair, alongside Mo Salah. I thought it was very, very good. Excuse me. There was, interchange between him and Mo as well to try and, beat Ben Davies and that. But again, just kept the whole Rangers team quiet. Morales had no chance against Virgil van Dijk. And, to be fair, Ryan Kent, I think, had their best chance where he tried to spin I think Spin, Joel Matip, and again, massively failed. And look, it was brilliant to see anyway. And again, for me, I do think that the big positive for me tonight is the fact that, Liverpool looked comfortable. And we haven't really looked at this season in any game. No, no matter what game, even in the Bournemouth game to some extent, we didn't look comfortable. And last season, that for me was what Liverpool was. We were comfortable, and when we were panicked a little bit, we go back to that comfortable phase and go on and then batter teams, and that was what it was. And that again, for me tonight, that is what the performance was mainly for Liverpool. It was, A, professionalism, and B, just calm. No stress, no panic. If Rangers won the ball, be well organised, quickly get back in the defensive shape and win the ball back quite easily, and then counter attack with Luis Diaz, Mo Salah, Darwin Núñez, and even Jota as well. And I think that was the best thing tonight. It was looking comfortable. It was looking not 100% Liverpool, don't get me wrong, but we looked in some shape what we have done over the last couple of years, and so on. But again, it's something that we have to work on. Of course, the confidence level, we might be saying all different stuff on Sunday nights at Arsenal, but again, it's a start. Hopefully it's a confidence starter. Hopefully we get a performance properly, because I think Jota is huge for Liverpool, as well as Darwin Núñez as well. I think Núñez now in this 4-2-3-1, I think that's huge for Liverpool going forward. And even Mo as well. Mo is mostly a right mid for most of the game as well. But to be fair, again, I'd like to see more of this 4-2-3-1 as well. But Chris saying we can even play Firmino, Jota, Carvalho at Cam in a 4-2-3-1 as well. Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's exciting. Now, again, Liverpool have more than one option to play as well, which I think is brilliant. Núñez needs time, to be honest. He will come good, and his own time is coming as well. I think, look, he's already showing. And like I said, I think the only thing tonight that you can only say that was a downfall for Darwin, that he didn't get his goal, even though he had 3 or 4 opportunities to get a goal. But for me, I thought he was brilliant. To be fair, Mike's saying they looked much more in sync tonight. This formation obviously suits Trent a lot better, and it showed. Núñez tonight looked like he's starting to find his feet and looks promising as well. Yeah, absolutely, my friend, absolutely as well. I thought Rangers were really poor. I know they was bad, but that was pathetic, says Rob, as well. Not taking anything away from us. Got to beat what's in front of you as well. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And look, I know there's been talk with Rangers over the last couple of weeks and Bronkhorst about them not being good and, not looking 100% as well. And look, for me, I thought they were shit tonight, but I think we made them look shit at times as well. There was some parts where they were awful themselves, don't get me wrong, but I do think Liverpool did definitely help that factor then, to be fair. But again, I don't think we were at our million miles best. No, I think we were far from it, but it was a lot better than what we've seen so far this season, especially against the likes of Brighton and, other teams as well this season at home. Even the Newcastle game, for example, the goal, and to be fair, all the goals we conceded this season, tonight, hopefully, with the working of the 4-2-3-1, of course, hopefully as well, Ibu coming back as well. Because I think that's a huge boost. I know Matip's back, and look, I think we all love Joel Matip, don't we? But for me, I think, look, it's plain and simple to see that, for me, Ibu in a 4-2-3-1 system would be something special. And look, I'm hoping Ibu come back, but again, he needs a pre-season himself, realistically, just get back to full fitness anyway. But it would be interesting to see against Arsenal who plays. For me, I'd keep the same team, maybe Henderson out for Fabinho, but then even still, that was Henderson's best performance, so keep him in the team. That's the case anyway. But I see Anthony's in the chat down below. 10 men went to. Yep, I'm not reading that out, Anthony. I'm not reading that out. Anyway, but for me, guys, let me know your man of the matches anyway in the comment section down below. For me, my man of the match is between two. No, it's between one. It's Trent Alexander-Arnold for me. Thought Trent was unbelievable. Um, I say unbelievable for what we've witnessed over the last couple of weeks. But he went back to basics and did everything correct. Didn't put a foot wrong. Made I think 3 or 4 good interceptions. I think he made. Did Trent cross the ball? Luis Diaz's penalty. I think he did. Yeah, he made the space for Luis Diaz to run in, and as well, we haven't really spoke about Lucho neither. But he, for me, again, he's been Liverpool's best player this season. Luis Diaz, he is some talent. He is some talent, and I'm hoping and praying, no Spanish teams, not going to mention any, come in with like a huge, massive bid for Luis Diaz because he's going to be something special. He is already something special, but even still, he's not even in his prime yet, and he looks absolutely amazing as well. Apologies, well, if I do sound very ill. I think I do currently have a bug at the minute, so I do apologise if I do sound like a snivelling horse at the minute. Anyway, but yeah, Ant, I did see that you beat Forest yesterday by the skin of your teeth. I'm joking, you absolutely battered them yesterday as well. Anyway, but for me, guys, my man of the match, Trent Alexander-Arnold, without a question. For me, I think Hendo could definitely be up there for a shout. Even Darwin could be up there. Jota as well. But Jota had an excellent game. But then, even saying that, you could name anyone, I think, from the team. Maybe another centre halves because I thought, they had a quiet game, but did everything correctly. But then, even bugger it, give it to Allison. Deserves it anyway. No, but for me, guys, I think Trent. Look, he answers his critics, and this is the thing. I would have said this yesterday in the preview show. Apologies, that was no preview show yesterday neither. But Gary Neville said it perfectly yesterday, and I don't really want to say Gary Neville got something right, but he said if Trent can go back to basics and just correct the 3 or 4 things that he needs to do, he'll be one of the best fullbacks the world has ever seen. Better than Cafu, better than anyone else. And I think that's a big thing where Trent can pass, he can cross, he can do everything. Going forward, it is just defensively, and it's just keeping sharp and not being still. That's the main problem with Trent. He stays still. You've got to be in a movement action then, and he's got to work on that. And you know what? We spoke about it on the Brighton preview with Doug about Trent in the World Cup. I'd love him not to go to the World Cup, for a Liverpool point of view. But on a Trent point of view, I think it could be the best decision ever for him, in many regards, because he can spend that 6 to 7, 8 weeks that we have. I think it's 6 or 7 weeks. Just training and trying to work on those little things in Dubai, because apparently Liverpool are off to Dubai during the World Cup. So you'd hope that something could work out as well. Anyway, but I think you're new into the chat, my friend. Saying Liverpool Thailand come back as well. Good to see you in the chat, my friend, as well. But yeah, for me, guys, I think the 4-2-3-1 hopefully will be sticking around for the foreseeable future. I think Liverpool do look more solid everywhere with it, and I think it gives you the option. I think when Liverpool go forward, it gives you the option either one side or the other. Instead of both fullbacks bombing forward, you have one stay back, one go, and then you have that DM then covering the right or the left, no matter who it is, Thiago or Jordan Henderson. I think that's the best thing for Liverpool, especially going forward with Trent and Costas at the moment, and even when Robbo comes back as well. And I think Darwin as well. I think Darwin and Luis Diaz helped massively with the 4-2-3-1 as well. And look, I'm hoping now this does go on and continue forward as well to the Arsenal game, and then of course the Man City game then in like a week's time or 2 weeks time. and you're hoping now this is the start of it. We said it with the Bournemouth game. We said it with the Ajax game. Hopefully now this is the start of Liverpool, consistently being, good football, because we all we want to see this. Rival fans don't, because rival fans, like they're winding Liverpool up at being bad this season, and look at the Premier League. The Premier League's a farmers' league, if it isn't the Liverpool Football Club, as well. Again, and Arsenal fans will go, "Oh, we're keeping it entertaining." No, you're not. Like for now, you are, but give it 3 weeks' time, you won't be. And it must be saying that's now Arsenal going to win the league or something like that. But for me, Liverpool are the only ones making the league entertaining, apart from City, as well. That Michael, I'm not reading your comment, lads. Get in the bin, lads. We're in a positive mood. We're not talking about bloody negativity in your lads. Get in the bin. I know you. I know you're always a hater as well, but be positive, my friend. Be positive as well. But just looking at coming up games as well. We take a quick look, if I can anyway, the next couple of games that Liverpool do have. Let me quickly find them. There we go. Let me. Is that going to allow me to look? Yeah, there we go. So of course, beating Rangers 2-0. Of course, we've got back-to-back games now against Rangers, but you just look at the games coming thick and fast now for Liverpool as well. Arsenal, Arsenal away, Rangers away, City at home, West Ham at home. A 12:30 against Nottingham Forest away. That's going to be tough. Ajax away as well. Everything at the minute is getting crammed in. This is a very, very tough run of games for Liverpool. On paper, the easiest ones is probably Leeds at home at the minute, but even Leeds are being, are doing well at the moment. I know Forest as well, bottom of the league at the moment, and that, but 12:30 away from home, it's tough for Liverpool. But again, you look at the games coming up, each and every single game now is tough, and it's no break in between. We've literally got a game every 3 days now until the World Cup. Practically. So again, Liverpool are better when we are playing consistently more. But I think again, hopefully rhythm now will become a thing for Liverpool over the next couple of days. Well, the truth hurts you. The truth doesn't hurt me, mate, because I don't think when you're saying Harvey Elliott isn't good, Harvey Elliott played what 10 minutes and Liverpool won. So again, I don't know what you're trying to achieve there, Michael. I don't know. For God's sake, Michael. For God's sake. But no, look, for me, I think, 4-2-3-1 is an improvement. Again, in the two, you can play Thiago, Arthur Melo as well. There is rumours as well of Arthur getting COVID, so we'll have to hopefully find out more about that. Jurgen didn't confirm anything, but all the Liverpool players arrived wearing masks for the game, and Arthur wasn't in the team. So everyone on Twitter seems to think Arthur has COVID as well. So hopefully everyone's a-okay as well. That's a hopefully be a huge boost as well. And of course, hopefully as well, Fabinho, obviously no injuries from this game, and plus in the two, Fabinho, Thiago, Hendo, they're the main three that could play there. Arthur as well when he's back. But then in that 10 role, it could be Jota, it could be Harvey Elliott, it could be Bobby Firmino, it could be Fabio Carvalho. There's so many options for Liverpool in the 4-2-3-1. I think it's a must for the next couple of games, at least anyway, to be fair. But for me, guys, that's going to be it then for the post-match reaction. Apologies that it is only 20 minutes long. But again, I sound like a rough goat at the moment. For some reason, I'm not ill, but I feel ill. At the minute, so hopefully we'll be live tomorrow. Anyway, sorry there wasn't a match preview show. Was trying to get it up, but again couldn't run out of time. On what day are we on? On Monday? Are we on Tuesday? Yeah, we're on Monday yesterday. So yeah, I ran out of time yesterday. But for me, guys, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Let me know on the repeat as well. For me, my man of the match, Trent Alexander-Arnold, back to hopefully his best. It was his best performance of the season so far. In my opinion, it was for a lot of players. Hendo, Trent as well. hopefully, it can be built on now. Hopefully, the 4-2-3-1 is here to stay, or the 4-4-2, whatever it is, because you couldn't really tell on the heat map neither, because everyone was like, is it a 4-4-2? Is it a 4-2-3-1? Who knows? But look, if it makes it Liverpool winning games of football and looking quite comfortable, I do not care. And look, hopefully it is here for the long road as well. Anyway, but guys, if you're new around here as well, viewing us for the first time, if you could please hit that like button, it's very much appreciated. If you want to hit that subscribe button as well, that's also very much appreciated. And don't forget to enable notifications as well when we go live or post a video as well. Hopefully, it'll be live tomorrow at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock is always the time that we go live, unless of course breaking news or a post-match show on the weekends. Maybe it might be 6, 7. But again, check our community tab. Of course, check our Twitter as well, because we'll always keep up to date. We'll keep you up to date on that as well. Anyway, but hopefully all of you have a fantastic rest of your night. Anyway, enjoy the Champions League tomorrow if you're watching it tomorrow, because I think there's a few good games as well. But mainly, Liverpool are on 6 points in the Champions League, and look, hopefully now this will be the start of Liverpool being more confident and Liverpool winning a lot more games of football. Anyway, but I've been Connor from the Cup Council. I'll see you all tomorrow. It's all right.